Hello everyone, welcome to Spellbound Stories, where I explore a lot of amazing stories and myths of the Norse gods and other mythologies. I'm your host Black, and today I'm going to tell you the story of how Thor got his hammer Mjölnir and why it is so powerful. But before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you. Now, let's get started. Thor is one of the most popular and famous gods in Norse mythology. He is the son of Odin, the king of the gods, and Gerd, the goddess of the earth. He is the god of thunder, lightning, storms, strength, and protection. He is also the defender of Asgard, the home of the gods, and Midgard, the world of humans, against the enemies of the gods, such as the giants, the dwarves, and the monsters. Thor has many attributes that make him a formidable warrior and a beloved god. He has a red beard and long hair, a muscular body, and a fiery temper. He rides a chariot pulled by two goats, Tangrisnir and Tangnjoster, who can be eaten and resurrected every night. He also has 3 magical items that enhance his power and abilities. These are his belt Mjölnir, which doubles his strength, his iron gloves Jerngripar, which allow him to grip his hammer, and his staff Gridarvöla, which helps him cross rivers and fly. But the most famous and important item that Thor possesses is his hammer Mjölnir. Mjölnir is not an ordinary hammer. It is a divine weapon that can crush mountains and slay giants. It can also create thunder and lightning, bless marriages and births, and restore the dead to life. It is so powerful that only Thor can wield it, and only with the help of his belt and gloves. It is also enchanted to always return to Thor's hand after being thrown, and to change its size according to Thor's will. But how did Thor get this amazing hammer, and why is it so powerful? Well, the story begins with a trick played by Loki, the god of mischief and lies. Loki was always causing trouble and chaos among the gods and the other beings. One day, he decided to cut off the beautiful golden hair of Sif, the wife of Thor, while she was sleeping. When Sif woke up and saw her bald head, she was devastated. She cried and hid herself from everyone. When Thor saw what had happened to his wife, he was furious. He grabbed Loki and threatened to break every bone in his body if he did not fix the problem. Loki, who was scared of Thor's wrath, promised to find a way to restore Sif's hair. He went to the realm of the dwarves, who were the best craftsmen and smiths in the 9 worlds. He asked them to make a new hair for Sif, made of pure gold, that would grow and shine like the real one. The dwarves agreed, and they also made 2 other gifts for the gods. A ship called Skidbladnir that could sail on any sea and fold up like a cloth, and a spear called Gungnir that never missed its target. Loki was pleased with these gifts, and he took them back to Asgard. But Loki was not satisfied with his mischief. He wanted to cause more trouble and humiliation for the gods. He went to another tribe of dwarves, who were brothers named Brokkr and Sindri. He challenged them to make better gifts than the ones he had brought from the other dwarves. He wagered his own head, saying that if they failed, they could cut it off. Brokkr and Sindri accepted the challenge, and they went to their forge to work. They made 3 gifts for the gods: a golden boar called Gullinbursti, that could run faster than any horse and glow in the dark, a golden ring called Draupnir, that produced 8 identical rings every 9 nights, and a hammer called Mjölnir, that had all the qualities that I mentioned before. However, Loki tried to sabotage their work by turning into a fly and biting them while they were working. He managed to distract Sindri, who was pumping the bellows, when he was making the hammer. As a result, the hammer's handle came out shorter than intended, making it difficult to wield with 2 hands. Loki took the gifts and returned to Asgard. where he met with the gods and presented them with the results of his bet. The gods were amazed by the gifts, and they agreed that they were better than the ones Loki had brought from the other dwarves. They gave the boar to Freyr, the god of fertility and prosperity, the ring to Odin, the god of wisdom and war, and the hammer to Thor, the god of thunder and strength. They also gave the ship to Freyr, the spear to Odin, and the hair to Sif, who was overjoyed to have her beauty restored. Loki thought he had won the bet, and he tried to escape from the dwarves, but Brokkr and Sindri caught him and demanded his head, as they had agreed. Loki argued that they could have his head, but not his neck, as that was not part of the deal. The dwarves were angry, and they decided to sew Loki's mouth shut instead, to stop him from lying and tricking anyone. They used a leather strap and a metal needle to do so, and they left Loki in pain and humiliation. And that is how Thor got his hammer Mjölnir, and why it is so powerful. It was a gift from the dwarves, who made it with their skill and magic, but it was also a result of Loki's mischief and cunning, who caused it to have a flaw. But despite its imperfection, Mjölnir became Thor's most prized possession, and his best weapon against the enemies of the gods. Thor used it to perform many heroic deeds and wonders, and he became the most beloved and respected god among the Norse people. I hope you enjoyed this story and learned something new about Thor and his hammer. If you did, please let me know in the comments below, and tell me what other stories or myths you would like me to tell you in the future. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Spellbound Stories, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.